watching Pouring the Tea with Masse.
Well, hello there.
Hey guys.
And welcome to another episode of Pouring the Tea with Masse.
Yes, that's it.
Or Masse Art Studio, whichever way you want to do it. You just heard the Pouring the Tea jingle.
Yes.
I'm Lee.
I'm Jeremy.
And this Pouring the Tea is a little different.
Yes.
So we started off doing this pour for another episode, but then as we started to do it, we were like, oh my God, we've got to do this again.
Yes.
If you were with us here from our very first episode, almost 2 years ago now, every fifth episode we used to do something called Who Did It Better? And so this is our Who Did It Better episode.
It is our Who Did It Better episode.
Yeah, we stopped doing them a little while ago. We used to keep a little tally on a board.
Oh yeah.
Who Did It Better is actually us using the same colours and doing the same technique and then asking you guys out there to comment who did it better.
Yeah.
Either Lee or the show pony. So in today's Pouring the Tea with Masse / Who Did It Better,
Yes.
we've got 4 and 2 chamber split cups that are going to be straight poured onto the Lazy Debras
Yes.
using a cacophony of wonderful colours. And what we're going to ask you to do out there is actually to comment who did it better.
Yes, please.
Small caveat. Neither of them are particularly good. I'm going to let you go into this pour knowing that this is not our best work.
No,
It was particularly tough.
it was.
And half of it was this fool's fault for choosing these colours. But, in our bid to always be honest on the channel and show you the good, the bad, and the downright ugly,
Yes.
we might have some ugly here for you. So let us know what you think. This is Who Did It Better? Show pony, should we let them get to the table?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I want you guys to see these.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, it's Jeremy here, and boy am I excited about today's pour.
I am equal parts excited and nervous, having just walked into the studio and seen the colours that you picked.
Yes, I picked some really interesting colors.
And you mixed them.
And I mixed them too.
I was very surprised
Yes,
and also
yes.
excited.
Well, you were busy this morning,
Well,
so
I
I wanted to
appreciate
get
you.
ahead of things.
Thank you for
so,
doing that.
Okay, so the colors that I'm using today are really beautiful colors. So I'm using this lovely dioxazine purple by Liquitex Basics.
Staple, we love
That's
that
a
one.
staple. This greenish blue by Amsterdam, which I love this color.
It's fast
so
becoming one of
pretty.
my favourites for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm using this bright aqua green by Liquitex Basics.
Oh, I thought that was teal. Okay, interesting. Okay, I like that.
I'm using this metallic. This is just a metallic cobalt blue.
Love it.
Yes, this is by Artist Loft.
That's left over from the Fluid Art Experience.
From last
Yeah,
November.
I think one of the girls was using a crap ton of this. I think it was probably Mina from last year.
No, it was Kathleen.
Oh, was it Kathleen?
Kathleen from Kyle's Creations.
Love that colour.
Yeah. So now I mixed these two together.
Oh, you crazy
I mixed
child.
Platinum by Treasure Gold with Dazzling Metallics Pearl White, or White Pearl.
Huh.
Yeah, I mixed these two together and it came up with this really lovely, like off-white.
I didn't even know that
pearly.
there was silver in there. It's very, very white.
Yeah.
I like
it's
it.
like this pearly opalescent
Okay.
kind of color. I love it. And then I decided to throw in,
A wild card.
this is Naphthol Red Medium. Now look at this, you guys. Isn't that crazy? I love this color.
No, let me show them this. Look at this, you guys. It's bright. It's like fire engine red for me, that one.
Oh, see, I think this is like maraschino cherry red.
I think it's Lady of the Night lipstick red. That's what I'm going to call this one. It's crazy bright.
It is crazy bright, but I'm loving it.
What
I'm
have you got
totally
in?
loving it.
I'm so confused by today.
Yeah.
I walk into the studio, you've mixed up these glorious colours, you've got a, what, Lazy Debra?
I do. I have a Lazy Debra.
And you have a split cup.
And I have a 2-chamber
What's going
split
on?
cup.
It's like
Yes.
Freaky Friday up in here.
I know. Normally this is all you.
Right?
So yes, I have a 16 by 16 inch canvas, which I have taped
Okay.
to the Lazy Debra.
Got it.
I have this split cup, which I'm obviously going to be doing a
Right.
dual layer, a dual split
Chamber.
cup, dual chamber split cup. Now this we got from Mixed Media Girl.
It's a Masse cup.
It's a Masse cup.
I like
yes. I do too. It's a great size for this size canvas.
We use these for ever and ever and ever. Like we've used, they're so well used.
Yeah, they are.
I dropped this one and it's a little chipped, but it still works perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's a really decent size too.
Better.
What made you do a 2-chamber?
Because I was watching some old videos of ours, and I saw you do a 2-chamber that came out magnificent.
Oh.
And I was just thinking, I was like, you know what, I should try a 2-chamber.
It's funny, we just talked about that on Tuesday's episode about taking inspiration from pours you've done before or pours from other people. I love it.
So you inspired me for today's pour.
You inspire me every day, Chef.
Moving by itself.
Well,
there's ghosts in the...
There's heebie-jeebies. It's not even Friday the 13th. Now, because of the fact you're going to do a split cup, you can lay this one right in the middle of your canvas.
Right here.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that right there.
Now, you've got 6 colours and 2 chambers, so clearly there's going to be some layering.
Yes, there is. Now, I'm going to be really careful because this red and blue together combination can make...
And red and purple and red and teal.
Yes.
So red with everything on the table actually has the possibility of making a not so nice colour.
Well, we put this red with this this blue
bright aqua
green before, and it did not make mud.
Okay.
And it was the episode that we did with Cole whenever we did on that plexiglass.
Yeah, that wasn't that what colour because it was all Amsterdam's and we mixed it super thick.
Yeah, but it was the same. It was very similar colours.
My lips are. I'm not going to say another word. Please carry on.
Okay, so the colors that I'm going to start with today are going to be this lovely metallic cobalt blue. I'm going to put this on one side.
Okay. And you're sandwiching these colours together.
And I will be sandwiching these colors together, yes. So now I have to really think about what I'm going to do next. So I think I'm going to put...
Keep going.
You're already like laughing.
I'm not saying a word.
You're laughing at me.
Jeremy, I'm not saying a word, honestly. I didn't laugh at all.
Okay, so I'm going to be putting this naphthol red medium on this side of the chamber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that is a big old cup and that's only a 16 by 16 inch canvas.
Yes.
So you definitely won't need to fill that cup. I think that's either 24 or 38 ounces and you only need 10 for that canvas. But it is the only 2-chamber that we had.
Yes.
So I see you're now kind of putting some white on top of that red.
I am putting some white on the top of this red.
Okay. Next.
I'm gonna go actually turquoise. This this
aqua green.
Aqua green.
On top of the
white.
Okay. And on to the side.
Now on the other side, I'm going to go with
dioxazine
purple.
All right.
Whoops.
You dirty layering that one?
Yeah.
By accident?
You mean it kind of pierced.
That would be a dirty pour.
Yeah, it kind of pierced the other layer.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little bit of, yeah, I want to put a little bit of white, just a small layer of white.
Silvery white.
This silvery white.
Okay.
Now I'm going in with this bluish green. This bluish green next to that aqua green will be really pretty.
I'm an aqua green.
You know what? Screw it.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Absolutely.
If it's on the table, you're gonna use it.
Absolutely. All right, I think that's all I need in this cup.
I think the cup is big enough for that canvas for sure.
It's a great layer cup.
You're gonna put a flow extender around this pour.
I am.
And what kind of technique are you doing? Did you say a straight pour?
I'm gonna do, straight. I'm just gonna straight pour it right out onto the canvas.
night, be like a rhapsody, out of spite. Give me a cue to start the show. Give me 1, 2, 3, let's go. Let me just reminisce for a change. Give you the genesis of my range. And when the whole world starts to fall, I'll be the one.
Ah, interesting.
Very interesting.
Because it's having a tendency to roll this way.
All right.
So you're going to put your base coat on next. No, so now you're putting on a flow extender.
Now I'm putting on a flow extender.
All right.
Change the game up. Make this my start. State of the art. I'll be a rocket, yeah.
Okay, guys. Now that I got my composition back at the center of my canvas, because I pulled the canvas off of my Lazy Debra while I was like putting the base coat, the flow extender on.
Right.
It is time to spin this out and see what happens.
Let's spin this bad boy out.
I'm really loving kind of what's going on. So
Okay, well let's see
all
what
right.
happens, girl.
Let's
Get it
see
spun.
what happens.
As soon as I drop the beat down low, everybody knock, give me some more. Let me just improvise a couple lines, break it down, symbolize a couple times. And when the whole room starts to cheer, that'll be the reason why I'm here. They got me like uh-oh, uh-oh. They got me like uh-oh, uh-oh. They got me like uh-oh, uh-oh. They got me like uh-oh, uh-oh.
You know, I don't want to lose. I think I'm just going to leave it, even though it has this green over here.
Little tinge.
You know,
It's up to you.
because I love all this. I don't want to lose this, and I love all this.
Okay.
You know. Okay, guys, this is me done. I actually love it. I love what's happening. I do like all this purple, but I love how the white and the little bit of red came through right here. I love what happened with the purple and the white, that silvery white that happened. All this I'm in love with. I love what happened with the little bit of red and also through here. Like, I love all that.
Yeah,
what
I like
happened.
the little red peeking through the white,
Yeah.
creating kind of these honeycomb cells.
Yeah. So I'm in love with it. I hope you guys like it too. And that's me done.
Alrighty, let's get up
my
your edges and take them in for a close-up.
Take you guys in for a close-up.
I'll be a rocket, I'm like a hurricane in the day, supersonic like an airplane, far away. As soon as I drop the beat down low, everybody give me some more. Let me just improvise a couple lines, break it down, symbolize a couple times. When the whole room starts to cheer, that'll be the reason why I'm here.
Oh, well. Hello, ladles and jelly spoons. Welcome to what we have just decided is an episode of Who Did It Better? This is for pouring the tea with Masse. So,
Yes.
yeah, we've switched things up a little bit as we've been filming today at the weekend. It's going to be really fun. Who Did It Better is with me doing exactly the same technique, exactly the same colours, just coming up with something a little different.
Yes.
Maybe. We will see.
Yeah.
So you just saw the show pony use a 2-chamber split cup by Mixed Media Girl. You can get those at www.mixedmediagirl.com. I've got a 4-chamber split cup here in front of me. So I'm going to think about layering this one just ever so slightly differently. So let's get to it using exactly the same colours. So in my outer chambers, I'm going to put the 2 of the darker colours in here. And that is the dioxazine purple and then this lovely cobalt blue. And these outer chambers are definitely the bigger of the 4. Oh, and this isn't cobalt blue, this is the greenish blue. I'm sorry, greenish blue.
Yes.
I apologise. And dioxazine purple. Okay. All right, so next then I'm going to layer the other colours in the middle. Now this is the cobalt. And then this is the aqua green. cobalt, aqua green. Okay, so that's my next chamber done. Then we're going to go in Pyrrole red, is this, Jeremy?
No, it's naphthol red medium.
Naphthol red. All right, and then white. And then naphthol. Topping it off with white. All right, so that is a 4-chamber split cup layered. Gonna do similar technique to you, Show Pony. I think I'm gonna straight pour it and kind of play around with it on the canvas as it comes out and see what happens. So, if you are ready, I'm gonna get to this. A delicious pot of many colors here. Let's pour this one out and see what happens. Alright, not what I planned to do in the middle, but I noticed I had so much white and I knew that as I was going to spin this one out, it was basically just going to be white. So that's why I went back over it again in that kind of central space. So we're going to see what happens as I spin this one out. It's not something I've ever done before, but we will see. Alright, ladles and jelly spoons, so I've got my flow extender down, I've just torched her off. Let's spin this one out and see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Alright, So, Show Pony and I have been conferring off the camera. Neither of us are totally in love with what we've just done.
Yeah.
I have done far better, greater kind of open cup, split chamber pours, as has the Show Pony. But we wanted to show you everything that we do here, I mean, for the most part, because it's not a terrible, terrible pour, it's just I feel like we could both do better.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do love the fact that I got more colour on mine than you did, for sure. There's definitely more interest within the layers. The layering could have been different, the colours could have been less blocky. But you know what, I'm just going to leave this one and sit and see how it dries. There's some interest here. Do I think it's aesthetically pleasing? No. But I definitely think that there's something to it. I'm indifferent to it, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to get my edges and we're going to take you guys in for a close-up. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So there you have it.
There you have it.
Now we just realised that the Show Pony's microphone might have gone out, and then God knows when, because he just noticed that it was not working. We had to change the batteries. So if all you saw earlier was, that'll be the reason why.
Yeah, totally.
I'll fill in some of the gaps. So the Show Pony is particularly upset with me right now. And in other news, I'll let you know why. Well, he told me to actually go to the store and pick him up 6 cans of Sprite. But you know what I did? I picked 7 up.
Oh my God.
That's as bad as one of yours.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I gave it a go. All right, so you just saw who did it better.
Yes.
What did you think? Now, I gotta tell you, we have both definitely done better straight pours from a split cup on a Lazy Debra.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they are on the channel for you to go and see, and I'll probably link them in throughout the course of this episode. But you know what? They weren't terrible.
No.
They're definitely pours that we could do again and do better, but we decided not to do that. We decided to show you, because people out there will say to us all the time, I'm having a bad paint day. We say this too. We've scraped and scraped and scraped. Well, we wanted to show you that not every piece that you will produce will be a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've probably sold like 100, 150 pieces in our lifetime as artists. We've probably scrapped more like 200 or 300 of them. So don't get disappointed. Please don't get dismayed. If it doesn't turn out how you think it's gonna, you got choices.
You do.
You can scrape it and then just wait for that canvas to dry and reuse it, or reuse it again immediately. Or you could wait for that composition to dry and then re-pour over it.
Yeah.
People will ask us like what you have to do to re-pour over. Do I have to sand it? Do I have to do? No, absolutely not. Just make sure it's totally dry.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that the canvas is flat, that there's no like, you know, lumps or mounds in it, because clearly there'll be lumps or mounds when you re-pour. But if it's not, you just go ahead and re-pour.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid of fluid art. It's fluid for a reason. You can play around with it.
Exactly.
So yeah, hopefully what you saw from us here was a couple of fun pours. Let us know what you think. Throw those comments out in the comments box. You're going to say Lee or the Show Pony for who did it better.
Exactly.
Yeah. We are back here on Sunday for another pour. We've got an episode of what is the difference between a grenade and a flip cup.
Yes.
Which is going to be really fun. And on Sunday also it's going to start the Pride collab, We Are Family, which Nate Bright in his infinite wisdom has put together with about 74 different pouring artists. So I do not envy Nate trying to wrangle us all. It's like herding cats, I tell you. But there's a lot of us and we're all pouring for your viewing pleasure, and it's about We Are Family and Pride. So happy Pride to all of our friends and family out there and all the allies too. And Yeah, I got nothing else to tell him, Show Pony.
Neither do I.
It's Show Pony's birthday month,
Yes.
so I'm excited to take him away for the weekend. He's going to turn 50 this month, so I'm sure there'll be some shenanigans and maybe some pictures to come.
Yes.
But apart from that, guys, have a great Friday, have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Sunday.
Yeah.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye. And now to spank the Patreons.
Yes, let's spank the Patreon.
Let's do it. Who are the Patreons? Well, the Masse Posse, we like to call them, are a group of people that have signed up to patreon.com. And on our patronage, you have the opportunity to get levels and perks for different things.
Yes.
So at one level, you might get a sneak peek, behind the scenes video or some footage. At another level, you'll be invited to monthly off the YouTube channel live streams. And at a separate level, you might also get once a month tutorials.
Yes.
So it's a really fun opportunity for people just to have a completely different view of Masse Art Studios. So we have some people to thank.
Yes.
At our gold level, we have Elizabeth Galano, Gillian Kennedy, we have Gloria Salaki and Jane Klein, we have Janice Swansea and Kelly Stowell, we have Kirsten Blackley, we have Linda Seriani, we have Mary Doulis, or Mama Doulis,
Mama Doulis.
Patsy Petrelli and Rebecca Hawes Winters. We have Sharon Luffy and Stephanie Hancock. We've got Tammy Housebrook. We've got Terry Leschner, and we've got Trisha West.
Yes. Then in our platinum level, we have Elaine Burton, Janice Pittman,
And Steve.
We have Susan Chigori and Susan Shepperson.
Susan Shepperson.
Yes.
So thank you so very much to those guys and everyone else that's here down below, our bronze and silver Patreons too. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate you wanting to be here with us and support us through this wonderful journey of art. Honestly, we really can't thank you enough, so thank you so very much.